Hello and good morning. How you doing out there in internet land? It's me. Yes, it's Games with Michael. And of course, I am Michael. Because why would it be Games with Michael if I wasn't Michael? I hope you're all doing good out there. So, let's see. Now, where I am, it's morning. It may be a different time where you are. Or when you're actually watching this, if you're not watching it live. Which is fine. I hope that you're... So, if it is morning for you, I hope that your day will be fantastic. And if it's not morning, but it's been later, I hope that your day thus far has been good. We've got more fun, of course, with the continuing quest of Inquisition quest with Casey, our human mage who has been romancing Cullen, and you know, that romance has been surprisingly sweet. I had no idea that Cullen could be romantic. Because, really, back with the Dragon Age Origins, when I played that, I saw what he went through in that game. And with Dragon Age 2, when he had been transferred to Kirkwall, I saw the mess that was, and how he tried to make the world better around him. Let's see. Dalish artifacts. Yes, definitely need to pick that up. I just need... I need a few more... I need quarries. But I'm going... Oh. If we look at this map, there's quite a few things here to work on, of course. And this is a map that I do need to explore before going to the next place. The main quest line would allow me to move there immediately, yes. However, geographically speaking, I feel I would be doing a disservice to the story arc and just travel if I ignore moving through this particular region. I do have to come back to the table, though. Oh boy. Because there were some really long timers when I logged off yesterday, like 13-hour long timers. And when I logged off, I just sort of, I relaxed, I sat back, I watched some YouTube, followed by some movies, and went from there. So let me take care of some of this first. The water table. Aid those impacted by the Civil War. A letter marked with a chevalier, or chevalier. I'm just saying it wrong. Chevalier seal. It was an honor to fight alongside the soldiers of the Inquisition. The demons stood little chance. You run an impressive army, Commander. Nothing seals an alliance like the bonds formed in battle. May we find similar victories together in future. Dalliance negotiations. The talks between Ferelden and Orlais took place in Jader, and it was not easy to keep matters from spiraling out of control. King Alistair is no diplomat, after all, and had little patience for the endless fanfare. Thankfully, their legions are uninterested in more war, and we were able to smooth the way towards an eventual peace treaty. The king sent along a sword that once belonged to the Ferelden hero King Calenhad, as thanks for what the Inquisition helped create. And contact hero of Ferelden. Sister Liliana. The hero of Ferelden made contact. He left a letter to deliver to the Inquisitor, as well as goods for his travels. That might be of use. We have included them in this missive. Ah. Okay. Yeah, we have a number of things here. But the Arcanist and the Fade. These are all long ones, if you see the timers. An official request made... Oh, an official request made officially! Ha! Dagna. The Inquisitor has suffered exposure to the tears of the Veil and the energy of the Fade. To properly help her endure these forces, I need to understand them. I need samples. I need remnants. I need to see. If it pleases, I request the resources for a grand experiment to peer through the Veil, or as far as I can. It's an expensive investment, I know. But it's necessary, and it's only fair. I need to see. I wrote that twice. It's important to me. Arcana Stagna. Sketch below. Flowers and fire. She'll have what she needs. I expect it would be difficult to keep it from her. I'm totally with Liliana on this. Measure Veil Strength. You have activated a number of the elven artifacts used to detect the magical energies of the Veil. Individually, such readings have been helpful. If we can coordinate measurements of all the artifacts simultaneously, however, I believe we may be able to uncover rifts that may not even have opened yet. I have drafted a proposal for how we might use Inquisition mages across Orlais and Ferelden to activate these artifacts in a coordinated fashion, if you think that might be useful, Solus. If the Inquisition forces are stretched thin, nobles in the area will happily ensure the safety of our mages. I can deploy soldiers with the mages to ensure their safety. Ah, Liliana would not... Yeah, I am... Okay, that's a 12-hour mission. Or 20. I am good having him sit there. Oh boy. That's a 12-hour one, though. These are not small things being tried and attempted. Let's see. An unsent letter from Varric waits in the war room addressed to Jarek Dance, Denerim Merchants Guild. Jarek, I need a key to the Merchants Guild cipher from 1 month ago, and you still have payment left on the loan house Tethras gave you for your rescue mission to Amgaric. So I think we can make a deal. I need the cipher, and your debt disappears like financial magic. And Nightingale, since I know you'll open this and read it before it gets sent, don't bother to keep a copy. The guild changes their codes every month because dwarves are naturally paranoid. Okay, they're not going to... Send the letter to Denerim. Getting the cipher will help Liliana find the killer. A little more than 2.5 hours on that.
Inquisitor.
But these aren't the small missions, these are the big ones that take a while to get through. Oh. It's stuff that ties up my influence, in all honesty. But the gameplay continues. And in the codex, there is a letter from the letters and notes. Father's letter. There's... Here it is, a letter from the hero of Ferelden. Alright. To her worship, Inquisitor Trevelyan. I wish that I had helpful information regarding Corypheus, but due to my own limited training during the Blight, I know less of ancient Darkspawn lore than do most wardens. I am engaged in a search of my own. All great wardens who do not fall in battle eventually fall to something known as the Calling, a magic that preys upon our own connection to the Blight and the Darkspawn. Rather than such foul magic eventually leading to my death, I have determined to find a way to negate this calling and save all wardens from its effects. As I have little useful information to offer, please accept the accompanying gifts instead. If, in my quest, I find anything that may be of use to you in your fight against Corypheus, I will send it to you immediately. Yours. Warden Commander Serana of Ferelden. Yes, if I remember correctly, the Warden, the Grey Warden, the hero Ferelden, by being a human mate, had some ties to one of the noble families. Interesting stuff. Avenger. Lady Shayna, the warrior, who was both general and lover to legendary King Callahan, offered this blade to Queen Meryn to heal the rift between the Queen and her husband. When Earl Meriden killed Shayna, the blade passed to Meryn's son and has remained in Theron's hands. Let me see. Cassandra. Alright, I see your weapon is a little bit better. How's it compare? Ah. I see. Yes. Overall be better. A little bit less strength, yes. However, a rune. First, let's equip that for you, because it looks like it could be a good one.
A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor. Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death. They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics. We should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may win you a few admirers.
What does the nobility gain by saying I murdered Justinia?
A scapegoat to begin with, but I wonder if the Grand Clerics are at work. Those immediately eligible to be divine died at the Conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Why don't we counter these falsehoods by starting rumors of our own?
A whisper campaign. It would show those in the know we have some subtlety at our command.
There we go, a whisper campaign. Because the Inquisition has many tools at its disposal. Alright, now then.
More motif, I think.
Oh, my inventory's full. Yeah, okay, let me deal with that before I try making a rune or whatnot. Let's put you in storage. You as well. Oh, former attire. Storing all of you. That definitely should help. And I had this mass of sigils to put away. Eight revenant hearts, and yeah.
Where's my other hand?
Let's see. Nope. Instead of going through the intervening space, I'll just hop over. And buy the runes I need. Oh. Oh, Blackwall! I was supposed to do the thing with Blackwall. Oh, I forgot. I got them tied up still. Ah. Okay. See, that's what I get for focusing on one of the multiple maps at once.
I've chosen a buckle over.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Not trying to step on your toes, you know.
All right. Well, I definitely have enough for that. For demon slaying. I also have but a master rune also. Really?
The pen is mine.
Cassandra. Ooh, look at that blade, though. So, it does 148 on its own with before any runes or whatnot are added to it. But putting a master cleansing rune on it has it to where it'll do that additional damage to corrupted creatures. That definitely feels appropriate. So he only has a basic cleansing rune. But... no, alright, that's fine. Yeah, cleansing also on top of the fire for Solus. I'll be honest with Solus, though. It does, on some level, make sense once you find out his full backstory. But no spoilers. If you haven't played this game before or seen it, no spoilers from me. All right, we are continuing to adventure through here. I admit, I don't really travel with Iron Bull all that often. I like him as a character, I just don't really travel with him very often. I will likely do this differently and for a different character. Alright, clearly looking at something, doggo. Ooh. Yeah. There we go. Yep, yeah. So that takes care of another rift.
We should search the area.
Will it open? No. These can only be opened from the other side, which is fine. Ooh. Wow, look at all these guys coming in. Oh, the guy with the shield, he really wasn't expecting me to come in with swords. Ooh. Not done yet. Because these are freemen. Villa Morel's taken. Malefint's gone. We're losing our grip. What now? The men are starting to bulk. Talking about giving up. Ooh. What's this? By defeating your leader, I've demoralized your forces? I'm shocked. I'm utterly shocked. That you're the foolish folks who had sided with Venatori and Corypheus because you thought it would be an easy win. Ooh, boy. Oh, I'm sorry. You're trying to use that as your way to protect yourself too, huh? That entrance? I'm sorry. Well, I'm not really.
One less for Fairbanks to worry about.
Ooh. There. Hey, I only have 8 more of those to track down. Alright. A note. Felita, I hope you are well and adjusting. This is now your home. The Imperial Army did not appreciate you. Your Empress used you for her own purpose. Forget her. Remember, you are no deserter. You are free. Yeah, well. Yeah, I'm sorry. No. No, that sounds like, another form of manipulation sneaking in there. Auguste. No, might I remind you, none of us really understand these heathen etchings. We're going as fast as we can. I could add that some of the men are uneasy about the whole thing. You know, the stories of elven curses. This weapon you believe hidden here better be worth it. Ooh, okay. Well. I've got a level up. This is where it gets sort of fun. Because... I want to get over here. Though... I think... for that bit of... that's probably the better one to go for right now. I don't... yeah. I don't have the room to put it on there, which is fine. And a little bit of more mastery on those should be okay. But doing what I can to make those even better would be good. Let's get the smuggler letter. Because the sooner the smugglers are taken care of, the sooner the flow of red lyrium is disrupted.
A note. It claims this red lyrium's not coming from the deep roads.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, there was that mine, but I've also gone through there and disrupted the mine. There's still some dragons over there to address, though. And maybe, once those dragons are addressed, it won't be a winter wonderland anymore. How far? Oh, those letters are way over there. Alright, and over there. Oh, well, I'm gonna take care of that Fade Rift first then. Because I don't really want to leave Fade Rifts behind if I can avoid it. Yeah. And these freemen of the Dales are clearly a problem. And the whole bit of, you're free now. No, no, no. That's... You're free as long as you follow our commands, is what it really feels like. No, no, as long as you continue to use the chaos against the Empress and the Empire. Actually, I think I have a similar issue with the team. It's the you have the freedom to obey our rules and do what you're told. And no. Just no. There are dangers inherent to giving up one's freedoms.
The wards are working.
You don't think much of the Grey Wardens, Solas.
They are fools. A fact only amplified by Corypheus's meddling.
I am not blind to their failings, but Hawke and the Inquisitor are alive now because...
Because Stroud's actions define a single man. The Warden's insistence on tampering with forces they do not understand. That is what defines their order.
Okay, that I cannot argue against, in all honesty. Oh. Oh no, I have a friend of mine getting into trouble. Oh no, what is she doing? And she's not going to be saying I hit and 15. All right. Is there a gray one I don't really need? Or is it here in the armor? Oh, it might be. Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, let me see. I've got a friend who's getting into trouble. Wow, what? Okay. The little bit of stuff that happens there in the background, it's wonderful, right? So I was supposed to chat with her yesterday, I think, but... oh gosh, what is she doing? Oh, so she's... Okay, it was a boop, and... I think she's figuring out characters that she's making for something that she's writing. There. Oh, what are we seeing? Oh, a bear. A bear. In fact, that bear may actually be... That's a greater bear. Yes. Greater bear. now I can finally turn that in. Book stuff. Making... Okay. Alright, she's working on book stuff. She's writing... It's a friend who is in the process of writing a book. Hmm. Hmm. Tis a horse. Tis a horse. Let's see. She's trying to figure out names for her characters. Yeah, naming characters is always... It can be both fun, but challenging.
Take you!
Oh, and she get... and I do sort of love getting the random boop. The random virtual nose boop from a friend every so often. Yeah, not going to go out that way because that's for leaving, and I'm not going to be leaving this area. Yeah. It's a friend that I love. Oh, she's agreeing with me also that names can be challenging. Oh. So I've been doing a little bit of story plotting and setting plotting for a game of Mage the Ascension, using the 20th anniversary edition for the rules set. Mage the Ascension is in fact one of my favorite games. Or one of my favorite tabletop games. One of the concepts there within it, that has been there from the start. Oh, more messaging. Yeah, one of those concepts that have been there forever in it is that reality is one's own individual reality is based upon their perception. Ah. Yep, she has she's noticed that I have begun adding stuff to my listings. On YouTube. Oh, one moment, a little bit more. And also, actually, question mark from me, because she's awesome. My friend is awesome. I would jokingly say that I love her, but she would likely roll her eyes at me saying that. I have no idea how her husband would react to that. Because it's love, not love, right? Right? Oh. Alright, let's see, I see there's more folks down there for me to fight. Oh. Okay, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, brightly green, okay, rooms with bright green walls. Oh, yeah, okay. She wants to be using something from a Victorian era. That is wonderful. Let me pause this for 1 second. I have a phone ringing in the background also. It sounds like it's a scam caller instead of an actual human. Well, it may be a human being, but it's still scam caller and not actual phone calling.
Ah, the wilds of Thetis. Lush, beautiful, and full of things that want to eat you.
Ooh. Yeah. There it goes. And we're closing another rift. But over here, there seems to be something. Ah. Yeah. Oh. Alright, well, let's get another encampment at the very least. I am noting where we are camping, though. Which is also interesting. And that definitely feels like something that should not be overlooked. In this vast forest, we are basically camping at the various statues of Fen'Harel, the Dread Wolf. And I would honestly love to get Solus's opinion of that. Yeah. What am I looking at? I think it's just the angle I came at it from. Oh, come on, bear. Come back. I need your leather. Oh, she's got a question. My friend has a question. Alright, she's basically asking why my Dragon Age character looks like her. Oh. Oh boy. Stretching a little bit. How am I doing stat-wise? Alright, alright. She's just calling me out. That's all. She's just calling me out. It's okay. It's okay. I'm laughing. It's fine. I'm perfectly fine being called out. I'm not blushing at all. Nope, nope, not blushing. Definitely not blushing. I did earlier say that I love her, right? Yes. Love. Hmm. Oh, boy. Wow. Some good fights here. Hmm? I mean, wait a minute. What was that comment? Mm. Hmm. All right, we've got another fight here. Oh. It's. See, we have fun, but banter back and forth. It's fine. Ah, cool. Cool. She's got stuff. She's got me playing in the background. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put together the playlist. So much fun though. Oh, and I've got a view. Yes. Okay. So my viewer, I bet it's my friend who's seeing if I'm actually blushing or not in the background.
I am reminded of what I was told following my vigil. They said my
Oh
ability.
gosh. All right. All right. Oh, that means. Ooh, I'm feeling more called out. Which is fine.
Were a gift from the Maker, a reward for my faith and dedication.
Oh.
But it was a trick, wasn't it? A ritual no different than the harrowing, simply magic.
Do you know how rare spirits of faith are? How difficult it is to draw them to this world? You should be proud having accomplished something so remarkable. Not ashamed it was not what you thought.
Thank you, Solas. That does make me feel better.
Your faith does you credit, Cassandra. I hope your Maker is worthy.
Oh, I misspelled should. It's fine. Oh, I typed... Yeah, and whatever that L and J E was that supposed to be known. It was just I typed really fast and it missed. Ooh. Okay. Hmm. Can I... Whoop, not quite. So yeah. Dragon Age Inquisition is one of my favorite games. And I may have accidentally made the character resemble my friend.
What was he even doing here?
Totally by accident. Nothing to do with me having been starting up this particular playthrough. Shortly after having had a conversation with her and sort of having her on my mind at the time. Oh, I need to get rid of some more inventory slot stuff. The whale. Okay, the Witchfire Staff, honestly... I probably should store some of these when I can. And yeah, it's how else would she be good at really poking at me? Well, it's good, I'm actually fine with this. I'm also not saying her name on the live stream. She has not given me permission for that. It's her choice if she wants to give me permission for that, though. But I will say, she's awesome. And thank you. Yes, everything is fine. It's fine. Oh. So I'm hoping that she gives it a good laugh emoji or something when she hears that me say love instead of love.
We've had some luck.
Of course, she's probably just rolling her eyes at that, which is fine. That's part of the intent. It's just teasing back and forth. So. Okay, where am I? There's a thing over here trying to figure out, and it's beeping, and I don't know if it's up there. It is up there. Okay. Can I get up there? And yeah, I'm not going to say my friend's name without her permission. I will say that she is awesome, though. And, yeah, she is awesome. And honestly, I think that if she were a character within the Dragon Age setting, she would likely be an awesome heroic mage. Probably hurling fire at those that have gone out of their way to try tormenting her. And this is totally me acknowledging that there are folks out there that love to torment for whatever reason. And personally, I don't understand why. Why torment people? Okay, okay, not playful torment. But oh, there. Yeah. Oh, yes, people are assholes. Yeah. And it's not good when complete strangers come onto your well, your various social medias and try telling you everything that they think is wrong with you, even though you've never spoken to them at all. And they're like somewhere like you. So yeah. And I'd rather try to encourage people to do the best they can do. I don't see a reason to argue or fight over what someone's sexuality or gender is. That's just surface stuff. That's not necessarily the real meat and drink, so to speak, of who an individual is. Those are just components. They don't make up the whole person, and humans are complex. And I love that apart. I love the complexity of the human species. Oh, I need to send her a hug. Yeah, people should not tell you who you can and cannot love, is really what it comes down to. How one chooses to respond and to that love, and what they do with that love. Well, again, yeah, and I've had to... I don't really like the whole thing of entitlement that has clearly been around for a bit. I've had some fairly bad experiences with... So... But yeah, no, look, I'm fine addressing this a little bit. Ooh, what is this? Is that a hole in the ground? It is. It's a hole in the ground. Is this guy actually gonna kill me for trying to go in there? Maybe. Did I just get stuck? No. Yeah, my father died when I was basically in middle school. My last few months of middle school. He had problems. He was a Vietnam vet, for starters. Operation Desert Storm was going on. It was all over the news. That was triggering stuff for him. He had a habit of trying to be as controlling as possible. My mother was in the middle of divorcing him. Again, a triggering thing. And his brother, a horrible individual who's now dead, had spent years trying to convince my father that my mother was having an affair when my father was not. When my mother was not. And my father, having lost all hope, died. Through a cell phone. As he felt there was no way out. His brother, who had helped instigate this, and for the course of years, got his mother to sue my mother for visitation rights, even before asking or even trying to, before anything else. And tried to spread rumors, accusing her of trying to make it sound like she had killed my father when she had not. In addition to this, just there at school, there was also the issue of classmates and their parents, adults, who were telling me and my siblings, who were children, that we should do it, that we shouldn't be alive, and that we should unalive ourselves. I'm putting it as nicely as I can. And some of those that were classmates and kids that had said this stuff back then haven't made apologies since. Some of them. The adults, however, I am more angry at I would say I am more angry at the adults, in all honesty, than I am at the kids. The adults should have known better, but they did not. And at this point, yeah, in their eyes, my crime was I was still alive. This may not, and while this may be sounding like a tangent of sorts, no, it's still where I'm going with this is, no, don't ever tell someone that they should die. Don't ever give death threats. It's not funny. It's serious. And I am still dealing with trust issues due to that crap. I still have difficulty letting anybody get close. Because of what took place then. And it's not a place. It's not a good place to be sitting. So, love who you're going to love. don't let other people steal your happiness. Because I've seen, thanks to that horrible uncle who's now very much dead, he died alone in the hospital, having basically pushed everyone else away. But, yeah, don't let other people steal your happiness. I suspect... No, I don't know for certain, but
The
I
veil is
honestly...
thin here. Can you feel it?
Yeah, I suspect that if my uncle had not been around to cause the problems that he did, that my father might still be alive. I am stressing the word might. It's not a guarantee. There's plenty. There's already plenty of stuff there. But without those years of basically planting those seeds of doubt, that mistrust, I honestly think that my father might have survived. And I don't want any of my friends to go through that experience. I have no means to control it, though, beyond sharing the experience that I've gone through. I'm not saying don't trust. Instead, what I say is, take a look at what it is that the folks around you are doing. And if they're helping, sure. But if they are deliberately causing pain, if they are deliberately trying to injure you and or others, yeah, it's... So, yeah. There. And there's enough pain in the world without adding to it. So, that uncle who's... it was a brain aneurysm, I think, that got him a stroke. But he basically is my... he successfully demonstrated what evil is to me. He was not happy with himself and others. He tried to become a Catholic priest. He went through a seminary school, and factoring in some of the folks at the Catholic Church has led in to their ranks. They told him no. They told him no. And his response was to angrily turn away from religion. I'm not even going to get into how he treated his wife, who had gone through a stroke, and the stories that the misinformation that he shared about her. I'm not going to get into how he treated his son. Again, not good.
Nothing to report, sir.
I'm just going to say he was my example of evil. An example of how not to be. So, still a letter over there to collect. I need to shed some of the stuff I'm carrying around. I'm carrying too much. Let's stop by a merchant. So let's go back to Skyhold. Let's try to move on to some more happy stuff. Yay! Alright. Oof. 'Cause really... cheerful stuff's good. And I like having someone here actually watching my stream, even if whether they're listening and doing other stuff or actually watching some of it, it's all good. They're awesome. Oof, let me see. Let me go down to the merchant over here. And, so yeah. I've been sort of feeling like I need to get out and about for a bit. Or, more precisely, like I might actually just need to, socialize and off the internet from time to time. Because at this point, most of my social interactions have been online since the COVID lockdown. And on some level, I do miss hanging out with people. Oh, I got a bunch of this stuff here. Alright. I'm staying on this live stream for a while, though. See, I'm only at the hour and a half mark right now, and I've been streaming rather consistently on every morning so far in the last week or so, and I'm planning on keeping this up for a while. Yeah, I'm definitely planning on keeping up the streaming. I may actually try to have this be a longer stream today. I don't know.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
At least there was dancing.
Or an attempt at it, anyway.
I thought you did well.
Well, I'm grateful for your poor taste in dance partners.
Oh. No worries. Yeah, it's okay. Look. Yes, I agree with you. House cats are more than capable of eating all the mean people in the world. Thank you. I will have fun with my stream, and hey, enjoy time with your husband. Enjoy every moment, every one of those precious moments. Since sometimes life can be really short, or seem short, and try to hold on to the best you can. as you go along.
Do you have some time?
Of course.
You need a break. Come on.
At least hang out long enough for Cullen and the Inquisitor to share a kiss there on the castle walls. No, I am not Cullen. I don't know, and I'm not entirely sure what your husband looks like. But if yeah, I know, sus. Now, just to be clear, if the Inquisitor is you, my friend, then Cullen would have to be your husband, right? And he's a badass warrior with a sword and shield. See, you get the magic and he gets the sword and shield. What do you mean, sus? What do you mean, sus? Are you saying he wants magic also? Ah, alright, yeah, the sword and shield. Okay, cool. Because I know that you can be a very magical person. I'm teasing and laughing at the same time.
Good afternoon.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
Perhaps you could ask Sarah. She has opinions.
You don't much care for Sarah, do you?
I pity her. Although I imagine she would detest that. Perhaps in truth, I envy her. She has a purity of purpose that I lack. I have observed too much and done too little. What do you wish to know?
Elven magic. Let's ask about elven magic.
I've heard tales that Dalish magic is different from the magic I learned in the Circle.
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Let's see, what's the special one?
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Tevinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
Ooh. Where do I actually sit on the blood magic thing? Okay, it's academically curious.
I'd be interested in learning more about blood magic.
I would teach you if I knew it. Unfortunately, using blood magic seems to make it more difficult to enter the Fade. You understand why I never bothered to learn it. A shame, as it is extremely powerful, provided it remains a tool, not a crutch, nor a passion.
How about the Dalish elves?
I'd like to know more about the Dalish elves.
It is a mistake to think of the Dalish as a single group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, interpreted, and forgotten different parts of elven history. Some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alienages. Others attack humans on sight.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the Empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Yeah. There's definitely some stuff there. So, yeah, I should double check a thing. Alright, just having fun teasing a little bit. But,
Inquisitor.
yeah.
I find the strangest things, Inquisitor. Interesting altogether, though.
Yeah.
Your worship.
Over them, as a gardener watches the earth for the first signs of life.
Alright. Yep. Oh.
This is amazing. Convincing the keeper took work, but I'm so glad you managed.
Herald of Andraste.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. As Inquisitor, your actions carry weight. You may affect the decision whether you intend to or not. Whoever is chosen needs your support. No one else has accomplished anything against Corypheus.
Can you tell me about the original Inquisition?
The original Inquisition was formed after the First Blight, well before the Chantry as we know it. The Inquisitors were hunters, zealots, who tracked and killed cultists and dangerous mages. As Andraste rose to power, the Inquisition came into her service. Instead of hunting those who would do harm, the Inquisitors spread the chant of light by force.
No wonder everyone is so nervous around us. Who chose that name?
Divine Justinia herself. I understand that this was not a popular decision. In any case, once the chant of light had spread far and wide, there was less need for zealots. The Inquisitors became the seekers of truth, and eventually the Templars.
We're more zealous than the Templars and the Seekers. I suppose that explains Cassandra.
Do you know what impresses me most about the original Inquisition? They fought horrific battles, killed and died for their cause, and when it was time, they put their swords away. Perhaps the name was Divine Justinia's message, that when the Inquisition is needed, it will strike without mercy. But when its work is done, it will put its sword away.
When Corypheus is dead and order restored, the Inquisition will no longer be necessary.
I'm glad to hear you say so, Inquisitor.
Farewell, revered mother.
Be well, Inquisitor.
I like the underscoring of that conversation. It's the, yeah, you're needed now, but there are too many things that have that. But once you've established that order and you've removed the threat, you don't really need to maintain all of that power. Because really at its core, power can corrupt. Let's be more precise. It's an undercurrent of saying, it's not saying power can corrupt, it's saying power does corrupt. And if you hold on to that power too long, you will become corrupted. And even if if somehow you manage to avoid being corrupted, somehow, those that follow, with that structure that you've put together, will be corrupt, will be less likely, or to be resistant to that corruption as well. There are those that are always out there who are trying to benefit themselves before everyone else. Trying to lift themselves up, no matter how many people they have to step on along the way. I'm going to pause a moment while I'm standing here. I'm just going to let the scene move around, and I'm going to refill my coffee cup. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I have some fresh coffee. I'm ignoring the politics in the other room. I want truth, not politicking. What I want is the information about actual events that are taking place, not a commentary or conspiracy theory that is based purely upon emotion and conjecture that continues even after evidence of the conspiracy theory being wrong. Sorry, just conspiracy theories that are part of the current political talks and circling around, and I find it frustrating, but I have no way of controlling or changing the situation. And beyond how it is that I choose to vote, and really, and I'm not going to tell you, fair viewer, how I vote, or no, who I will vote for. What I will say is, take time to actually look at your candidates. Do a little bit of research. Not only listen to what they are saying, but look at what they have actually done. Because politicians, and this is a generalization, politicians will say anything to either be elected or be re-elected. The real mark of who and what they are and what they represent is the actions that they have taken. What have they done with the power that has been handed to them through being elected? How have they voted on the things that you care about? What have they done when critical situations have come up? What have they done and how have they voted when people are at risk or in danger? What have their actions demonstrated are their priority? Going just one step back from that, whose money are they taking? Which lobbies are they paying attention to? All of this is important. This isn't me saying who you should vote for or what you should prioritize. This is me saying take a look at at who it is that you're voting for and deciding if what they are doing, what they have done, is something that you want to support through your vote. Alright, I'm getting off of my political soapbox now, and let's chat with Morgan.
Leliana gave me the note that the hero of Ferelden included for me. She may even have left it sealed. A pity. You would have learned things that could make even an Orlesian blush.
Ooh.
Now, was there anything else?
Tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah, yes. Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari Wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
Let's start there.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kukari Wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. He is the reason the Blight was defeated. We became close. Closer than I even thought possible. When I left, he pursued me. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
Tell me more about your son.
He is a very special young man.
Special in what way?
In every way. At first, Kieran was a means to an end. But as he grew, I never thought of myself as a mother Inquisitor. I had no good example to follow. I find myself becoming something I can barely recognize.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
Can I actually talk to him? Nope, he's a quiet young lad. Though I do like his outfit, and do note that he has the Grey Warden symbol on his shirt, or is that a armored breastplate of sorts? Of course, with the hero Ferelden being his father, I wonder if there's an aspect of the Blight within him also. Maybe, maybe not. That's, though, that right there is a possible setup. If, well, see.
You've gathered quite the collection. Wonder how many are in the set.
Let me see. There were a number of things, so let me look at this. Dragon Age Origins had a number of things that took place. That was based upon the player's actions. Or lots of decisions to make, and how things would go. Multiple endings, multiple results of how the Blight would be defeated. Dragon Age 2 did take a read. If you had, if Dragon Age Origins was on your game system and an active and a memory file sitting there, Dragon Age 2 would take a look at that and incorporate some of that into the Dragon Age 2 story. Inquisition, because it was intended for a new generation of consoles, did not look for memory files. So you had to go. So for this, you have to go to a website in order to set up custom backgrounds, as opposed to going with the default. And I don't think I have actually played the default setting, which is fine, because I've liked utilizing how things turned out. Like, I have no idea what would happen if there were if the werewolves, as an example in Dragon Age Origins, were still around for Inquisition. As an example. How am I doing? Oof. More for the emerald. That's a thing to work on, so let's hop over here. Yeah, there's a few different things. And I find myself curious of where they plan to go once the Dread Wolf game, assuming it's still going to be called Dread Wolf for Dragon Age 4, once that comes out. I'm hoping it holds up to the standards of Dragon Age Origin and Dragon Age Inquisition. I know, though, that it has not had the rushed production as Dragon Age 2 had. However, there's definitely been some troubles there in the background. And I'm hopeful and cautiously optimistic. What do you mean you're looking off over that way? But Dread Wolf, I don't want to go. I'm not going. Okay. Oh, let's see. Other stuff. Other things. Well, Okay, they're good. They're good.
Inquisition ended the war between the Mages and Templars.
I need a rock quarry, though. Ah, there you are. Slowly getting some more. Oh. Got a couple more to locate. One more. Oh, over there. Alright. Okay, this is at the 2-hour mark. What do we got? Something to fight, perhaps. Right there. The Freemen of the Dales. They're not really free, though. They're just lying to themselves. They think. See, Sir August is dead. If this continues, we'll lose everything we worked for. We must do something. Send all the men out, everyone who can fight. I'm heading to the Exalted Plains. There are still some freemen hiding out there. We can regroup. Emery. Ooh. The Exalted Plain, definitely a thing to track down over there when I have a chance, then. There's a cave. Why, look at that! Fire! And the bear is down. Oh! That did give me a little bit of influence, so this was apparently something that needed to be addressed. For somebody. This is awesome. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah. So... How am I going to get up there? Right here, probably. Oh. Yeah. Let's see.
Inquisition found more food. Eat up.
After you, Nana.
So, how am I doing? Where am I sitting? Well, a little here, a little there. I think what I'm looking for is probably up there. Yep. So let me go up and around. It's sort of fun having friends sort of call me out and sounding like a teenager, though. It's... So... What? Alright, I'm taking a look. Still a number of things here. I'm going to save here. Wait a minute. Oh, skipping track, I think, how long I've been playing. I see. So I think this is 57 hours in at this point. Alright, I am going to pause a moment. So I'm going to end the stream here and then pick it back up. So, hope you have a wonderful day. If you're watching this on YouTube, please, if you like this, follow and subscribe. I should have lots more Dragon Age, or this, at least this playthrough, and I have others in mind. If you're watching this on Twitch, please follow me as well. So, have a fantastic day, and please strive to be the best you that you can be. I'm going to get some breakfast and then come back. For me, about 30 minutes. For you, it might either be longer or shorter. I know that I'm going to be scheduling this for on YouTube to become each one of these installments coming out on noon each day. And I'm trying to have at least one really long stream each week, though I can't guarantee which day of the week that will be. I'm still figuring out a schedule. I will probably get that worked out eventually, though. So, take care and au revoir. I'm off to get some food.